Hi everyone, back again. I'm just coming on, I'm altering this wee tub just for my worktop, just to stick wee bits and bobs in. I have already decopatched around the side using a napkin, and it was actually one of these. I go through millions of cotton buds, so I've always got these sort of tubs lying about, and they're really handy for sticking your stuff together into the top of it and moving out your road. I just find them fantastic. They're quite sturdy, they're not going to fall apart on you. The bottom's not the greatest, I mean that pops up, but if you're putting things into it, it's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to embellish around the side a wee bit with some lace and maybe some other wee bits and bobs. So I'm just going to grab a few bits and see where we end up. Move that out the road for now, so I can see what I'm doing. Go in here. Nope. I think I would delve into that, would it work? No. I think I nailed it. Roll that over. Um, I think I'll use one of the laces I got for the scrumpy. That might work. So I just need to put my glue gun on. That might help, I think. Oh. And I'm just waiting. Ian's away with Jaden. Jaden's been up since 6 o'clock this morning with a sore tummy. Well, what he says is a sore tummy, but it's actually his breastbone that he's getting the pain from. So Ian's took him through to the doctor to see what's going on. Normally I wouldn't bother, but Jaden's not a sickly child at all. I could probably count in one hand the amount of times Jaden's actually physically sick. So it does concern me when he is being sick, because it's just not like him. And when it does happen, I know there's something no right. So, as I said this morning, I thought it was maybe trapped wind, but as the day was going on, I realised it wasn't that, I don't think. So, he's away to get double checked anyway, just better to be safe than sorry, I think. Oh. So, today I'm just pottering about. I've been cleaning up my craft room the last few days. I went through my scrap paper the other day and oh my goodness, I was ready for hanging myself. The amount of scrap paper I had. It was actually getting to the stage where I was throwing out bits of paper that I would never normally throw out just to hurry up and get through it. It was driving me bananas. I'm going to get something else for the top of that because I don't want that right up the top, but I want something else for there. So let's see what we've got. Maybe a wee bit of that. I like it. Will that get around? No, so I need two. Or do I want a double? No, wait a minute, I see if I get something. Just get around that. Yeah, it's that one. And I should have enough to go around there. Yep, I do. Aye, so I was losing the will to live, trying to clean out all that drawer, and I die cut and punched out butterflies and banners, and just so that the drawer was a lot emptier. So I've now, the smallest size I've got in it is A7. Which is almost an ATC size, credit card size. So it means it's going to be useful for card, batting and layering, etc. So it's not going to get wasted. Thanks, Max. Max is just bouncing all over my room, which is an absolute mess because I've been tidying. But it's one of the ones, if I don't have a break and do something worthwhile, I will go nuts. It's just, I get so frustrated when I'm having to clean constantly. So I just take wee breaks and do something that I like. And this wee tub, in fact I've got two of them to do if I'm honest. I've got another wee tub here that I had already done as well, that's going up. That was a cheap version of cotton buds that I use just for cleaning out my keyboard and things. So my nerves are a bit going because the wee man's away. Just times like that, the agoraphobia really gets on my nerves, because I know on a Sunday that the hours is too busy for me to go up. Through the night it's not so bad, I don't mind too much going up at night because I know it's quite quiet and I don't have too many people around to deal with. But when it's through the day I just cannot cope. Because even the staffing through the day is just too many. So Ian's away with him and my mum. She'll go in with him. Because Ian is useless with information if they try and say directions for care. He forgets. So my mum's going in just to make sure that there isn't anything being missed. I'm just overlapping that a wee bit there, making sure it's looking pretty. So that's what we've got so far. And I'm going to add the trim round the top as well. Right. But it's times like that, the agoraphobia really does upset me. Because it's any mother when their kids know well, they want to be there. And I'm not any different. But unfortunately that's when my illness really becomes prominent and really becomes a problem. The rest of the time I can cope with it just fine. But with that, that's where I get really annoyed and I think, why does this need to stop me? But it's very true. It's I would have just upset him more if I had tried to do it and ended up in a panic attack. That wouldn't have helped him any. So it was the obvious reason to stay home and just wait for them to get back. Sorry, I'm off camera again. And I got a comment the other day about how I'll apologise if I'm not in frame. Now, yeah, I do apologise if I'm not in frame because I forget. It's when I'm crafting it, I do forget that I'm not trying to stay in this silly thing. But the way that it was worded, it sounded quite sarcastic, if I'm honest. So I deleted the comment. I wasn't going to start disapproving, or I just deleted it and moved on. I can't be bothered with this blooming carry on. Life's just too short for it all. Said I've got better things in my life to deal with and worry about than whether someone's liked one of my blooming videos. If watching me annoys you or it upsets you or you get sick of me apologising, don't watch. It's plain and simple. I'm not going to plead and whatever for blooming subscribers. It's just not me. If you want to watch and you're here, I'm absolutely over the moon. I'm delighted to have you here, and I am. But if you're just here to cause trouble and go somewhere else, because I'm not interested. It's just not for me at all. Now, there is probably about half a centimetre. See if I can clear that a wee bit. That's better. There's about half a centimetre there of a space in between those two bits. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's no one's going to look at it that closely. And if they do, they'll... Oh well. I don't know if I want to put feet on this. I'm not. Don't know if I want it to stand a wee bit more firm. Or whether I'm happy with it being like that. I'm kind of half and half. I think I'll leave that part now. I don't think I will add more to it. Do I add feet to it? Yes. To hang with, I'm going to add feet. I may as well. Size of it. That's a nice size. So we're going to pull that off. And I'm just going to, if I can, cut some of this away. And my pliers are, I've got two sets of pliers now. I've got a decent set that I use, and I've got this set that are rubbish. I think I'm going to need to use my decent set somehow. We'll see what I can do with this one. Wow, that sounds good. These are actually Ian's that I stole. The big ones. But for my hands, these are great sometimes because I've got more grip onto. But this should be a nice depth for that, and it is. And it means when I add onto the base, it's not going to move about too much. There we go. So we'll just place that on there and give it a wee wiggle to see where I want it. That's fine. That's it, got a firm base. And I think I will then add a wee bit of feet onto it. So what have I got for feet? Let me see. Go in my wee box of tricks in here. What else? Oh, really? And here's it. 1, 2, 3. They should do fine. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. Oh, la-di-da. So I'm just going around the plastic outside with some hot glue. And just dolloping it on. And just rub the excess off there. As long as we get it quick enough, it should just peel away. Peel away. And for anyone not in Scotland, that's peel away. Just me forgetting where I am. The wee loose bit there, plastic. Just take them off. And it's just going underneath anyway. So just again upside down. Give it a good run around with some hot glue. And then just dollop it down. And last one. And just dollop that there. A wee bit. It's even. And we've got that, which I think is quite pretty. Do I need to put something round there maybe now? Do I want to put another wee bit of leaf round it? I think I will. I think I'll put another wee drop of leaf round. It's going to be there. And I'm just going to set it on its side. while I see what length I want it at. I think I'll set it there so that it comes over the skirt slightly, skirt round the bottom of that plastic bit. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. So where was my other? There we are. Just a wee squirt so I can see where I'm starting from. And we're going in about there. And I'm just putting the hot glue onto the tub and just placing the lace on top, making sure that it sits nice. Give it a wee press in, and back to the start again. Do the same again. A wee run of lace, run of hot glue. And the more you do this, the more confident you'll get with your glue. But to start with, I would say just add it at little distances. Don't put maybe just as much as I put down there, because if you're not confident with it, you might want to replace it and things, and it's easier to rip back a wee bit than a big bit. I'll just do the next part again. Again, another wee run of hot glue. Oops. Leave that plastic that I've cut off. Spring them back. As I said, these wee tubs are fantastic. You can use them for stick pins. I've made a few stick pin holders using these. And they're great for that, or doing what I'm doing here, just for organisation and storage. They're great for colouring pencils, scissors, things like that you've got sitting on your table that just get cluttered really easily. Throw them in a couple of these, but they're not going to look hideous because they're decorated. And then just finishing it off, I've slightly overlapped it again. Just my personal choice, no one else's. And I mean, you can still see the paper through that. It's not great, but you can see the pinks and the black coming through. So that's ideal for me. And then you're just adding in whatever you've got to put in it. I mean, I've got a wee tub here that's not decorated with this type of stuff in it. And that's you're just, I've got my wee bookmark there that Melissa made. Was it Melissa? Yeah, Mel made me that, I'm sure it was Mel. My wee pen that Dee gave me. My pointy and my director knife. See, just things like that are sitting about your table day to day, and they're now going to be out the road. So it's a great wee idea, and it's just so much prettier on your table than just a standard Johnson's cotton bud tub. So have a wee go and see what you can come up with. Alright, thanks for watching, take care and I'll speak soon. Bye.